All right, so I know I'm overdue for this. Thank you for your patience. Wasn't feeling well, crashed, slept for 11 hours last night. So, we've got our decorated ornament, or not if you prefer that. And now it is time to stuff our ornament. I have no real method for this. I'm just going to take my polyfill and start shoving it in the opening. You want to make sure to tuck it under the lip of that opening to get it properly filled, but you don't want to overdo it. Otherwise, it's all lumpy and you can't really shape it at all. I have had that happen. It was overfilled, had no wiggle room, and there was a lump in it that I did not like, but there was nothing I could do because I went ahead and crocheted it shut. I have no method for how much goes in. I have no way of weighing this fluff. Just keep going around, spinning it, and making sure to stuff it all the way down to the bottom and in the sides. That's probably about enough. Now, once it's stuffed, you're gonna have a little bit of a hard time with the crocheting because you gotta manage to keep the fluff out of the way, and I will show you my technique for that. All right. I think that's good. You can slightly overfill this because we've got a little bit more to go, but in my opinion, it is better to be a little under than over, but that's just my personal preference. So we're going to get back to crocheting now. We're going to get our loop on our hook. And then remove it. This is where we're going to start doing our decrease and single crochets again. So here we're going to start out with a decrease. We're going to leave it on the shaft, go into the next stitch, grab it, yarn over, go through, and put the stitch marker back in place. All right, so what I like to do is I put my ring finger behind my stitch work to keep the fluff away from the stitch hole that I'm working in. That way I'm not pulling fluff through the hole as well, as best I can at least. So let's see, it looks like I've got just one single crochet and then I'm on to my next decrease. So there's one, and now for the decrease. So as you can see, as I'm going around, my ring finger moves along with me. That way, like I said, the fluff stays out of the stitches. If you pull some through, that's okay. Just unhook it and use the back end of your hook to push it back through. You also need to worry about your tension, because your tension is very important right now. As we are closing up, the hole gets smaller, the stitches get harder to do. Oh, I almost flubbed that one. Now we're onto a decrease. Single crochet. Now, I've used a yarn that had a metallic strip in it, and I thought it looked kind of, I guess you could say magical or snow-like, and I made a unicorn ornament out of it. That was a bit advanced for somebody starting out. I made quite a few of those. It's been a while since I've made them because of how difficult they were. I had to make individual pieces and then stitch it all together. Not fun, but they were cute. I might eventually make them again because I had a very cute idea for making them a zombie unicorn ornament. Anyway, we're just keep decreasing, single crochet, and I'm going to finish this out real quick and I'll come back. Okay, I'm back to my first decrease. I've already removed my stitch marker. This is where it's going to get a little bit interesting because now we are only doing decreases. This one especially, tension is important, and your stitches will get harder to make on this row because we're going to be having less and less room to work with. And this loop is where these holes get formed, so tension on that is really important. So you're going to go through, yarn over. I'm so sorry, I keep hitting my stand. Let's get that out of the way. Single crochet together, and we're going to be doing this 6 times all the way around. So as you can see, I am already struggling. Decrease. Oops. Okay, I'm going to finish this out and I will show you how to close it up fully. Okay, so I've just finished my last decrease. I'm going to go ahead and remove my stitch marker. And oh, not yet, sorry. Now, as you can see, we still have a little bit of a hole, but that's not a big deal. We can easily seal that up by just going straight across, yarn over, and pull through all the way. And then I'm just going to simply do 1 chain, pull that tight, and then let's go ahead and cut my yarn end. I found this little trinket on Amazon. I like it because I was able to take this on a plane to do more crochet work when I was working on my daughter's shoe stuffy. So we're going to go ahead and pull that out to completely finish it up. And let's see. I am just now. This is cute, but we need at least a little bit of a hanger. So I'm just going to go ahead and take my hook, or you could do a yarn needle at this point. come through one of the stitches up by the top, yarn over and just pull it through. Make sure your hanging loop is whatever length you want. And then you're gonna simply tie a knot and make sure it stays down near the ornament. Like that. Make sure it's nice and tight so it doesn't go slipping anywhere. And then I'm going to show you what I normally do with a needle, but I'm going to show you with this hook. See, as you can see, it's a little more, it's more of a squished ball, but that's because I didn't add enough stuffing to really make these pop out, but that's okay, because you can read joy just fine. Anyway, I'm going to come down here, put my yarn hook, or my crochet hook, in one of those holes that we use for decorating. And I'm just going to come up here while sliding along my work. So I'm trying to avoid grabbing any fluff. And then I'm going to yarn over near the end and then drag it back through and pull it out while trying to avoid fluff, but as you can see, I definitely got plenty of fluff. So I'm gonna go ahead, shove that back in. I probably took that too far down. And then I'm just going to, you know what? I'm just gonna stuff it through up here. Another method of doing this is to use a long yarn needle. I think I have one that's actually for weaving, but it works just fine for my purposes. Let's see if we can cheat this a little bit again. Let's just grab that loop and pull it down along the work. I only grabbed part of that. So as you can see, this works quite a few times. And I'm just trying to lose it in there. And then what I've done with the needle is just thread the needle, send it through one of those holes right up near where I ended it, pull it all the way through, and then squish this, cut it, and then when you let go, the yarn end ends up being sucked back in. That wasn't working this time, so I'm just trying to shove the tail end through. All right, and there you go. You have an adorable little ornament that you've made and that you can easily personalize as a gift. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. See you later. Bye.